Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. When it comes to the Black Ops 6 Warzone update, we've already talked a good bit about some of the leaks and some of the rumors that are out there. And now, thanks to the ongoing leaks that are stemming from the various different people who have access to the Black Ops 6 files and everything going on at the jailbroken PS4 situation that leaked so much stuff for multiplayer, we've found out even more details for the future of Warzone, specifically in 2025 alongside Black Ops 6. And well, it is much larger than we initially thought when it comes to the amount of significant updates we can expect to see throughout the year. Now, for starters, when the Warzone integration happens with Black Ops 6, this should happen right alongside Season 1 like it has for the past few years. This will likely happen in late November or early December when Season 1 goes out for Black Ops 6 as a premium title. The Warzone integration will take place, but it's going to be a much different integration than what we've seen before, according to previous leaks and rumors that we've discussed. This time around, there will be no significant new map happening. There will be no big map introduction like what we saw with Verdansk 84 or Caldera or obviously most recently Urzikstan. Keep in mind, Verdansk 84 was delayed, but it was still a big map associated with an integration update. Instead, this time around, it'll simply be more mechanic-based. So when the Season 1 update takes place and Black Ops 6 is integrated into Warzone, we're going to see fundamental updates with things like movement. Omni movement is coming to Warzone. We're going to see the new weapons, the new operators, probably other various elements of created class from Black Ops 6 make their way into Warzone, and that'll be the bulk of what the integration update is. However, with some of the new leaks that have surfaced, it seems there's more to the initial Black Ops 6 Season 1 update / Warzone integration than we initially thought, but there's also a whole lot more to come throughout the year as well. And this information is stemming from two data miners or leakers on Twitter that we've talked about before, one being Crazier and then also one being COD Warfare Forum. They've each posted about several of these updates in these data mined files, actually listing off 7 different map updates for Warzone, all stringed through Black Ops 6, meaning it's going to be happening at some point, presumably in 2025. Now, some of this could happen very early on in 2025 or with Season 1 in, like I said, late November, early December, potentially. This could happen in mid-2025. This could happen all the way with the next Call of Duty title, presumably that sort of Black Ops 2 remake or remaster that's going to expand upon Black Ops 6. And we don't know the name of that yet, but it'll happen in fall of 2025. We could see things happening with that. We're leaking stuff so far out, and that's kind of the case with how the COD HQ works now, as we've discussed before. However, with this, what Crazier initially ended up posting is all of the Warzone map strings that are tied to Black Ops 6 currently, and we'll go over the names of some of these, what some of them currently mean, and then expand on them a bit more and why this is particularly interesting, but also so much more than we initially thought we'd see throughout the Black Ops 6 Warzone years. So with these maps, we've got Gym, reportedly coming in Season 1. That's a really interesting one that we'll have to expand more on. There is some kind of rebirth update happening with Season 1. There's a map known as Delta. There's Avalon, which is also apparently set up for zombies. There's a map known as Blima or Blima, which is also set up for zombies. There's Area 99, which we've previously had leaked as a Treyarch built Resurgence map coming in mid-2025. And then there's also Sierra. So some of these are a bit more obvious than others, but there's a lot more to all of this than you might initially think as well. And as we continue to go on with details here, quick reminder, if you do enjoy the video, you want to let YouTube know you want to continuously see content like this, do me a favor, drop a like. It's always really appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, you want to make sure every single day you are up to date with all things going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join us on the road to 1 million subs. But initially, when it comes to these leaked names and all these leaked files, COD Warfare Forum does actually end up mentioning that the Delta codename is just Vandal ported to launch via the Black Ops 6 COD HQ. We did also have a variation of Vandal found in the game files with a new update for MW3 a few weeks back. You may recall talking about that in a leaks video, a little while ago. So this could be that same reference where it's just Vandal updated for Black Ops 6. No specific mention of if any changes will be happening to the map, if it's going to have adjustments to the buildings or the environment or the overall aesthetic or what, but it will reportedly be a part of Black Ops 6 Warzone. Rebirth as well, seeing a full-on specific update there, maybe to tie it in more with the Black Ops universe yet again. I would imagine some aesthetics there, maybe some changes to the overall building and overall theme with the entire map as a whole. We'll have to wait and see. One that is particularly surprising is Jim being a Season 1 thing. Now, we have no idea what that is. It could be a code name for Fortune's Keep. It could be something else entirely, since obviously we already have Fortune's Keep in the game, and if Rebirth and Vondel are there, presumably Fortune's Keep could be there during the integration as well. But what if it's a replacement for Fortune's Keep? What if it's a new style of Resurgence map? As I'm recording this right now, that's just not information we have, but it also is brand new info potentially into what could be that major integration update where we do actually end up seeing some kind of new map release, which would be pretty exciting. Even if it's not a big map, something that's new, something that's refreshing, at least until we see some other updates outside of just Urzikstan, would definitely be very cool to see. And I think it's a pretty integral part of an integration update, rather than it just being weapons and operators. Expanding on that more with map-based content is pretty significant, so we're gonna have to wait and see what exactly comes of that. The good news is, though, is that we should get way more of a clarification on what Jim potentially is referencing, what these Rebirth updates are, and how Vondel ties into this, because at Call of Duty Next, we now have a confirmation that some Warzone details are going to be shared. You may recall this has been a big question mark up until just recently with the Black Ops 6 Zombies reveals the other day. They did confirm at Next we're gonna see more of multiplayer, more of zombies, as well as some info about Warzone. We have no idea how expansive this Warzone reveal is going to be, if we're going to get full-on gameplay, if it'll just be some announcements and some gameplay details or what, but we will learn more about the Warzone integration at COD Next, so we'll get more clarification potentially on this integration update at that point. But then beyond that, things get very strange, because as those files mention, Avalon and Blima are both connected to zombies. Now, we know Avalon is also the codename for the major leaked map that we've talked about recently, with various different Black Ops, franchise points of interest, things like Hazard from Black Ops 1, or Dig, or various other Black Ops maps that we've had in the past, all put together on this large play space. We broke down that map in specific in a video a few days back, if you haven't caught that. But it also being tethered to zombies is kind of interesting, because Charlie Intel has also recently reported saying Treyarch confirmed that Black Ops 6 will focus exclusively on round-based zombies content. The plan for post-launch is more round-based zombies maps to continue the story throughout the Black Ops 6 live seasons. So this would indicate that there are no outbreak maps or large maps, open world maps for zombies happening, and if Avalon is tethered to that, then it'd have to be for something beyond Black Ops 6. Perhaps a continuation of zombies in Call of Duty 2025, since that's also reportedly going to be a Black Ops game, and Avalon was reportedly leaked to be pushed back to COD 2025 and be the next big map for that game's integration in potentially fall or early winter of 2025. So that lines up rather interesting and does sort of support that Outbreak may be reserved for a like year 2 thing for Black Ops 6 with the Black Ops 2 remake or remaster. Blima, by association, also would have to be the same thing. If there's no Outbreak maps coming this year, it can't be something for Warzone and round-based that would add in together, unless we're just getting like Resurgence on a round-based map because it's a larger play space. I guess that's a possibility, but it seems somewhat unlikely. So that's potentially 2 map updates set for COD 2025 already, which is pretty crazy that that's already being leaked out. Area 99, a little bit more obvious and self-explanatory. As mentioned, that's the reported mid-year map. That's a Resurgence map built by Treyarch for Black Ops 6. And then Sierra, we're just not sure on this either. Keep in mind, there's no specific mention of Verdansk, which has also been said to be coming shortly after the launch of the Black Ops 6 integration at some point in early 2025 as the big map, either alternative or replacement to Urzikstan. So in theory, the timeline would be the integration launches, and then we have a bit of downtime, Urzikstan sees some updates, and then Verdansk drops, and then Area 99 drops, and then we see Avalon and Blima and whatever else. Now, what goes on between those time periods could have to do with some of these other secretive code names, or maybe something else entirely. Only time is going to tell, but it seems like the Black Ops 6 year for Warzone is way bigger than we initially expected, which certainly is exciting to say the least. So would love to get your guys' thoughts on all this stuff, what maps you potentially could be looking forward to out of all this in the comments below. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always seriously appreciated. And if you are new to the channel, you want to guarantee that every single day you are up to date with all things going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.